Hi, is anyone talking? I can't hear anything.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Uh, okay, I thought like I am having audio issue. Anyone is speaking?
Yeah, that's what when I asked him. So he is pinging on the chat saying that he is having some network issue. So he's going to join back.
Okay, yeah, sure. Let's wait. We can wait.
Yeah.
Hello. Hi, all. I'm Hari here.
Hi.
So hear me, right?
Yes, yes. I can hear you. Oh, I'm not sure about others.
Yeah, I
Okay.
can hear. I can hear too.
So we are here for Python class. So again, we will discuss what we discussed the other day, Saturday. Like uh, what are the features of Python and what are the advantages of Python before going to the other part. And Python. So now here we will be learning two parts in Python. So basic Python and advanced Python. So as part of basic Python, what we'll be learning, so I will list out the topics before going forward. So basic Python, so here we will see all, see in whatever language that we do, like certain concepts are similar or say that mandatory. So their keywords are reserved words. Data types, next
Are you sharing
type
your screen?
conversion. Yes. So not shared this, sorry, not shared the screen. Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, this is my first session. I missed the demo
I,
on the other.
demo session happened on Saturday morning, IST. Okay. And in fact,
Okay.
whatever I have taken that day, I will again go through everything. Okay. Here. So, but just I am listing out main concepts that we are going to cover over the time. Like, so data types, type conversion, operators, basic programming that we'll do here. And then we'll move to data structures. Then we'll move to functions and different types of functions that we have here. Different types of functions, and then we'll move to packages and modules. Then we'll move to file streams, then regular expressions, then asset statements, then we will see error handling. So these are all the concepts that we'll discuss as part of basic Python and advanced Python. Object-oriented programming that we'll see. Then we'll see abstract class, interface. Then we'll move to iterators, generators, decorators. So then we'll move to database connectivity. So here totally we'll see 3 databases. Like built in with Python, you'll get SQLite 3, MySQL, and then MongoDB. Okay, so once you are done with this, we'll go to some libraries like Pandas, NumPy, Matplotlib. Many things that we can discuss. So these are bit requirement for data science, Pandas, NumPy, Matplotlib, data visualization. So we'll say bit of concepts on this one. So these are the things that we will discuss over the time. Okay. And during this, I'll be giving you some assignments also to work, and I will give a lot of material also. And one more thing is that here in the class you have to sit with book and pen. Okay, so you'll be writing a lot of notes, and you'll be doing programming also here. For practice, I will give some 60 to 70 pages of programming again. So on whatever concepts that we do, apart from doing programs on day-to-day basis here. And we'll see that what else that we can do during this period. Okay. So as I said the other day, we'll take almost 2 months time to finish all these things. And again, it's not hard and fast. If it takes a week or so, we will take it for a bit more time also. That's not a problem. Okay. Yeah. So this is what. And let me give some inputs or focus on Python. And any doubts, any point of time, you can stop and ask. Okay. Yeah. And now we are starting also, and you can start writing the notes. See, Python is a programming language. So now we have many programming languages which we use directly to develop applications or will be used as support for some other, not to develop applications and all. Okay. So Python is a programming language. And it is interpreter based programming language. Interpreter based programming language. So when it comes to, we have two types of languages. When it comes to languages, we have two types of programming languages. What are they? Compiler based and interpreter based. We have two types of languages, compiler based and interpreter based. So what's the difference between these two? Compiler based means entire program will be compiled first and then access will be given to the user. Okay, what is that? Compiler based means what? Entire program will be compiled first and then access will be given to the user. That's what. Most of the languages are compiler based only. Say for example, we have C, C++, Java, C#, TypeScript. So many languages, most of the languages are compiler based. And what do you mean by this interpreter based? Interpreter based means line by line reading of the document and simultaneously access will be given to the user. Okay. What is that? Interpreter based means line by line reading or parsing of the document will be taking place and simultaneously access will be given to the user. So we have Python, JavaScript. So these two languages are interpreter based. Okay. So this is what. So we have two types of programming languages. So Python is a interpreter based programming language. And one more thing is it is loosely or dynamically typed language. Loosely or dynamically typed. So now when it comes to, say when we are writing a program, when you are writing a program. So why we'll write a program is say that you want to assign some data, you want to store the data and you want to use the data for future, something like. And now when we want to assign data, this data is of different types. Say that integer where you will assign a whole number, a float or double where we'll assign a decimal value and string value. Like that we have different types of data. Okay. So in any program, first, we'll be declaring variables only. So using these data types. So now when it comes to data types, we'll declare variables in the program using these data types. We have two types of languages again. So what are they? Statically or strictly typed languages. Statically or strictly typed languages. And loosely or dynamically typed languages. Statically or strictly typed, loosely or dynamically typed. So what is this statically or strictly typed? See, when you declare a variable, it is mandatory to specify the data type. It is mandatory to specify the data type. Say, for example, you want to assign a whole number. Now I will declare something like this. Now say I want to assign a string value, So this int string, these are the data types. So when we are declaring a variable, it is mandatory to specify the data type. And when it comes to loosely or dynamically typed, no need to specify the data type while declaring a variable. That is what no one good thing here. No, like say you want to assign straight away, you give identifier, some name, and assign value like this one. Okay. So assign some value to this one, something like this. So no need to specify the data type, but still there are data types supported in Python, and we'll discuss more of that one. Okay, so Python is loosely or dynamically typed language, and it is open source. Means what? Anybody can download for free and use it. And it is platform independent. Means what? Once you develop a program, you can run it on different operating systems like Windows, Mac, Linux, Pocket PC, PlayStation, Pocket PC, PlayStation, no, all these things. So this is platform independent. Okay. So these are some unique features we can. Sorry, these are some features that we can say with the Python. Okay. And say some advantages or some more features. Advantages. No, like we will see that one is supports multiple programming paradigm. Supports multiple programming paradigm. What do you mean by this? Now, if you see the different languages follow different style of writing the code. Okay. Say in case of C, we have a programming language C, right? So in case of C, all the time we will be writing functions only. And when it comes to C++, Java, .NET languages and all, we'll discuss everything in terms of class and object. So here in case of Python, it supports all sort of those styles. Say it supports functional or procedural oriented. So where all the time we'll be writing functions only, and object oriented. So these two are there. So supports functional, where all the time we'll be creating functions and can develop an application and even using classes and objects. So it supports all the features of object oriented programming. We'll discuss those things. So it supports. So Python supports multiple programming paradigm. Okay. And one more thing is, like here we have robust standard libraries. See now, when it comes to development, we'll be developing different types of applications. And if you adopt some technology, you can develop one application easily. And if you adopt other technology, can develop application easily. But when it comes to Python, like we have many built-in libraries, which you can take advantage of in developing different types of applications. So what are the different types of applications that we can develop here? You can develop web-based applications. You can develop GUI applications. GUI means what? Graphical user interface. Okay. GUI applications you can develop. Gaming applications you can develop. Like we can develop prototyping applications you can. networking applications you can develop here, where say like chatting, like SMS, sending mails, so many things that we can do from the program. So networking applications you can develop. Graphical and design processing applications you can develop. Computational and scientific applications you can develop using this. Testing you can do using Python. Of course, you have to learn a testing tool, Selenium, for this purpose. Okay, so testing, and many you can work with HTML, XML, JSON, cryptography, like even many more applications that we can develop using Python very easily, where we have, like compared to other technologies, we'll be writing less code. Reason is we have these built-in libraries, and even we have, many frameworks were introduced based on Python, like some to develop web applications. So nearly 20 frameworks are there, 20 frameworks. And even to develop GUI based applications, we have 10 plus frameworks are there. Okay, so like we have many advantages, and like many frameworks are targeting Python, so which will help in developing different types of applications, very easily. So many frameworks, and one more thing is here easy syntaxes. So now, as we discussed just now, now we have like loosely or dynamically type. No need to specify the data type, and also we can take advantage of these libraries, where we'll be writing very less code, and syntaxes also looks easy. So especially this is useful for developers. So when we go into development, all the time you will not sit on work which starts from scratch. You may have to take up half done work left by somebody. So that time you have to understand the code written by the other developer. From there, you have to start working. So there it will help. Easy syntaxes. So means what? Easily readable and maintainable code. Easily readable and maintainable code. This is very important when you are sitting in development. And one more thing is simplify complex software development. Simplify complex software development. So again, so if you adopt a different technology, will take a bit more time, and when it like and more code and all you will write, and when it comes to Python, comparatively we'll write less code and can develop the application also fast. So this is one more thing that we'll see here. Simplify complex software development. No, so these are some features here. Apart from that, many more that we will see over the time, and where very easily you can get used to, and say even from a different background, still you can learn it very easily. And when we are learning any course for the first time, so it looks a bit new initially. So once you used to say that over the time, attend classes for some time, you'll be comfortable with these things. And all the time, no, you have any doubts, you can come back with your doubts. Okay. Yeah. So this is the one. So as I said, no, I suggest you all to write notes. Okay. So that you can have it as a document even while relaxing also, you can read it. Yeah. So this is the one. So, and even after doing Python, so you can go as a tester and you can go as a full stack developer also. For that purpose, you have to learn other things to become a full stack developer. You have to learn front end part here. And one framework also you have to learn. You can go as a tester. You can go as a data scientist. You can go as a machine learning specialist. And finally, artificial intelligence. So all these things are very easy and we can develop with Python. And even if you see that in BTech and masters, we have data science, BTech data science, ML, AI are there. So not there with other technologies, right? At least most of the time. So you can see the importance. And I saw one article sometime back saying that in 2 years' time, everybody has to learn artificial intelligence. The reason is 85% of the jobs and people will survive if you know artificial intelligence only. Okay. So, and even somebody asked the other day, like cloud. So you should know a bit of concepts on cloud also. So it can be AWS or Azure, whatever it is. Okay. So these are the things that we can learn. Okay. So for today, what we'll do is we will see the installation and configurations that are required. Installations and configurations.
So I have a couple of questions here.
Yeah.
Can I ask, or should I ask at the
Yeah.
end of the session?
Yeah, you can ask even now also, or else at the end of the session also you can ask. Not a problem.
So yes, okay, I'll go now. So you said if you go a little bit up, there are like a compiler, a compile and interpreter language, right? So these are.
Mm.
So you said if it is a compiler based language, so it will compile entire thing and it will give access to the users, right? So what kind
Mm.
of access it will provide to the users? You mean to say?
So it will give you the output. It will give you the output, or
Okay.
else say that you are using that application where you will input some data and all, then you will see the output. That's what
Okay.
I
Got it.
mean.
So here it will give you the result by line by line. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
So what we say in interpreter-based languages that it will read or
Mhm.
parsing will be taking place line by line and simultaneously it will give the output to the user. That's what interpreter is.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay.
one more doubt is like for web-based or GA. So we are already having some languages, right? You are saying already we have Java, C++,
Hmm.
everything. When it comes to testing, also already we have the tools in the market. So what like Python is doing here, though we are having other languages to develop the applications and all.
See, just now
Then
I said that. See, once you are good with Python, you can go for all these things. So can we do data science with Java.NET? Data processing, we can do that, right?
okay.
So we have different way of doing here and where we have many built-in libraries are there here, which will make things easy for you if you adopt Python.
Okay, so when it comes to Java, so inside the Java, we are using the Python, or like whatever the Java is not able to do, those features are being done by Python.
Yeah, of course. See, every language will have its own flavor and like a style of doing. So when it
Okay.
comes to like I worked on Java also, I worked on .NET, worked on bit of Python. So now
Mhm.
if you see that here, comparatively, we'll be writing less code. See, as a student, it will not make much difference. So when you are practicing, probably when you go to development, so you want to take advantage of where very easily you should be in a position to write the code and should finish the application bit fast. Reason is all the time there will be time frames, right? So to finish the task and all, there, this technology will help you to develop the application fast and take advantage of the built-in functionalities like libraries and all.
Okay, got
Okay.
you. So here,
So here, yeah.
yeah, go ahead, please go ahead.
So here we have thousands of no libraries are there which you can take advantage of, and even these many frameworks and libraries are there which you will not find in other technologies. So it's obvious that can develop a different and variety of applications compared to other technologies, and the two with less code and with less effort. Yeah, continue.
Okay. So my one more last question. So here you have discussed the advantages and everything, but do we have any limitations to the Python that which we cannot done or something like that?
So the thing is, we can speak high of the language that we are learning only. So we cannot say anything. No. See, I worked on different technologies, so I feel that still some more features from other languages are required here. They are no like coming up with more features, no, in Python over the time. If you see that latest versions compared to previous versions, so many new features and already existing features are enhanced or modified outright. Okay, so for sure that since it is evolving and we have a wide range of fields that you can choose once you are good in Python. So now it is their duty to, compete on par with other languages and at some point of time even overtake those things. So many players in the market, so all the time they will try to, overtake the other, right? So so as such, no, I did not see any shortcomings here because I worked on different technologies. So I see this also, no, like it is more, I learned Python very easily. So compared to other technologies, for sure.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. See, like disadvantages specifically, what we can specify?
Yeah, that's what
Nothing.
I.
Maybe
Yeah,
one.
advantages.
But one thing is that should not say anything negative when we are doing something, and when you are into the technology all the time, you have to speak high of them only.
Yeah.
So,
So,
and one thing is that, say, one thing you can observe in development is, say, teams will decide on which technology to develop a particular application. So now say that they are good in a particular technology, they want to go ahead with that one. If not, sometimes client will, recommend or specifically say that use this technology only, or say that given a free hand and taking advantage or say differences of different languages, also teams will decide on which technology to use to develop a particular application. That is there. Okay. Based
yeah,
on the size of the application and all. But here we can create enterprise applications also, apart from no small applications. So no, I cannot see any shortcomings here in this language. Okay, yeah.
yeah.
See now, when it comes to installation part, so finally for today we'll see the installation part what we have to do over the time.
I have one question, Hari.
Yeah.
The very reason of joining this session is I want to get into this AI part. How
Yeah.
useful is this? And moreover, I'm not a technical person.
So that's not a problem. So you can learn, and Python is very easy even compared to C and all also. And one. And see here, this is base to learn this data science or machine learning or artificial intelligence. So even you want to learn all these things, first you have to learn all the Python concepts. So where we have many, as I said just now, like we have many libraries and frameworks, even many libraries are there. So which will help you in writing code for AI also. Okay. So for all this, we need a base, that is Python.
That means, do I have to attend the entire session for the advanced session also?
Oh, yeah, most of the things no, that we need. Most of the things. And even in machine learning and all, also data science, no, you'll be using these databases and other things, right? So certainly
No,
I
I'm not
said,
going that route. I'm thinking of going into AI. That is the only reason I
okay.
joined this.
Yeah. So see, the thing is, we have to learn most of the concepts. That is one thing. And when you are learning in the class environment like this one, this is only the time where you'll be learning. So once you are into development, hardly you'll get any chance to learn anything new. Reason is, there will be time frames to finish the task and how, in whatever way it happens. So you will think in terms of finishing the task by the end of the day. Then you are learning or doing some technology and all. You understand? So now, say maybe bit more concepts you will be learning. So that will not go waste. Maybe at some point of time, those also will help you, right? You got it, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So maybe bit more concepts you'll be learning here. So say some 30 or so percent. But still that will not go waste, over the time it will help at some point. And, yeah, that's right. So even now, say if you learn, say some people will start from data science and they will learn everything, say some 6 months or 1 year, something like course. There also, no, like they will cover everything on Python before moving to the other part. So maybe, no, at some point or the other, you will be using one or the other concept. So again, so you should not feel that I have not learned this. So, or what is this one? So for that purpose, like maybe putting bit more effort and sitting for bit more number of days. That's only the thing. Okay. Yeah. Hope that you are okay with that one, right? So,
Yeah.
but say I'll start. Say you are a mechanic, you are say technical guy or from a different background. It will not make any difference. Here I will start from very much scratch. Okay. So that even from different backgrounds, still you can cope up with these things. Not a problem. Say to be frank and more precise, I am also from different background. Basically, I am a mechanical guy. So, and even I started classes to get used to the terminology and all. So where no, I was not able to speak initially, in the team meetings technically, So that is the reason why I started taking classes. I never thought that this will become my profession at some point. So I have given up my job and, I am into 6 technologies. Now at this point of time also I am into 4 technologies. Okay. So these all things will happen. So on day one or so, like, yeah, things will look bit different or, strange. So once you're used to this, say in 1 week time or so, you will be comfortable with this. And all the time you can reach me, in getting the things. That's not a problem. Even you have any doubt with anything. Yeah. Okay, so when it comes to, installation, latest version of Python that we have to download and install. Download and install. So now if you see that here, Python, latest version, download. So 3 point, like 13.1. See, every 4 to 6 months time, they will come up with a new version. So 3.13.1. So maybe even 1 or 2 new features also you can see. So this is the latest version which you have to download and install. And here in the installation also, first step, you'll get the installer once you download. In the first step, you will see 2 checkboxes. One checkbox will be there, add to path. Add to path. So you have to check that one. So if you check that, what will happen is that this will be added, path will be added to the environment variables. Okay. So in the installer, first step only, that add to path checkbox you have to check. Otherwise, all the default steps only. Okay. After that, all the default steps. Okay. See, once you install this, if you want again, I can explain this tomorrow, and you can try this one. So see here, once you install, you'll get two tools here. One is interactive interpreter, and the other one is idle. So idle is the basic tool to write programs, and even interactive interpreter also we can write the program, but we cannot save those programs. If you use idle, it is a basic tool again that comes with your Python installation. So if you want for some programs, you can use that before moving to the other tool. Okay, so two tools you will get. After that, we have to download and install PyCharm community. PyCharm community version you have to download. So this will be using regularly. So here PyCharm community version download, and even you type this one, you Google for this, you will get both the versions here in the same page. The first one is professional, which will get 30-day trial, and the second one you can use it for free, this PyCharm community version. Okay, built on open source, so you can use this one. Do not install the first one. It will ask for a hell lot of things, know your complete information. So you install this. These are all default steps only for community version. Okay, no need for any configuration and all. So just download and click that, and it will go through these steps. Most of the companies uses this PyCharm, and one more is like Anaconda. See here, some terminology will be a bit strange. Reason is Python itself is also a snake. So some terms that we use over the time a bit differently. So Anaconda, one software is there. Once you install and configure, once you install and configure, you will get a Jupyter notebook with this one. Jupyter notebook. So this is also being used by some companies for development. So we will here go with PyCharm, and if you want at some point, we will see a couple of programs using this Jupyter notebook also. Okay, yeah. So these are the installations that we have to do, and you can try this. So third one you can think in terms of later, but here latest version of Python and PyCharm. These two tools you install, and as I said, in this Python latest version, that is now you can see that here 3.13.1. Once you download, you will get the installer, and click the installer. In the first step itself, below left, you can see two checkboxes. Check the second checkbox, add to path. Add to path means what? It will be added to the environment variables. Okay, so that is only the thing that we need to do, and all other default steps only. And here you'll get two tools, and in the start menu you can see a folder for this one. Okay, so this is the start menu in Windows 11 in all programs. So here you can see that Python install. See this one, I have installed 3.12.7 or something. I have to upgrade this. Yeah, so this is the one, and yeah, in that one, we will see. So if you expand this, you will see this is the interpreter and this is the ideal. So we will do a couple of programs, but this is not no ideal tool for development. So that is just some colleges are using here if you are from computer background, and that's it. But no, professionally we'll be using this PyCharm, and if you are interested, can go for Anaconda, this Jupyter Notebook also at some point. So this is what for today on day one. And any doubts that you have more, you can ask for, or else we'll wrap up this session here and continue tomorrow. See, you want to learn data science or machine learning or artificial intelligence in future after finishing this course. So most of the concepts you will be using at one point or the other, you will come across this. So that is the reason why I suggest not to learn everything. Maybe one or two concepts you will not come across at any point of time. So just one or two concepts extra only will be learning. Okay. But we'll start from very much scratch. From tomorrow, we'll slowly move and no, first what we'll see is any programming language. First, we'll be learning keywords, data types, type conversion, operators. So these are all very much required, very much basics. And say that even you are into development, you write any number of lines of code in each program that you develop. Mostly we'll be using basics only. Okay, conditions, loops, and type conversions, all these things. So that is the reason why you should have strong foundation. So we'll start from very much scratch. And as I suggest you to write notes. Okay. So, and if you want, I'll wait also. And apart from whatever I will make you to write, if you find any observations that you think useful while reading or practicing. So there itself, you can write your observations also. Okay. And so we're from very much scratch to very much basic advanced we will be doing. Apart from that, 2 databases we'll do and 3 database connectivity programming that we will do. Okay. That's what. Any more for today, or else I want to wrap up this session here.
Yeah, so I have one thing. So my profile is related to data engineering thing. Okay, so it's more or less the ETL thing, if you are aware of. I think so. Are we covering anything related to that part?
You mean data engineering in the sense
Yeah.
like a bit of data science?
It's more or less similar to that, but yeah.
Oh,
So if you
see here
heard about,
here we will cover these things. No, I have listed out here. So where I have listed out somewhere. So here pandas, NumPy, matplotlib, data visualization we'll do bit. So that will
yeah. So
yeah.
like high level, basically, the database connection I had, so that we need, and where we can extract the data from any kind of files,
Yeah.
TXT, C, or Excels,
Yes,
and
that we'll be doing in pandas and NumPy.
Some API connection also. I'm looking for like how we can connect to APIs and extract the data from
EPI?
APIs.
EPI?
Yeah,
What do you mean by that?
APIs. API means
API you are talking about. Oh.
yeah, API. Yeah.
See, APIs. So, if you want, can do an application on this one. That's not a problem. But for that again, no need to learn backend. That framework we have to learn.
Yeah. So
if you want, I can show one program. That's not a problem. Okay.
yeah. So I mean, data comes with a jar file, and then that jar file we need to read to pandas, and then we can load it into that, like
So
any
maybe,
that.
like real-time related or big applications probably not possible here in the class. But whatever I can do and I regularly used to do, that I will do for sure. Okay. And any inputs that I can give on anything, No, you're asking. No, I will see, and possible I will give. Okay.
Yeah, just like high level guidance, not like I'm asking to implement it, the real time scenarios here. Just
See, high level, low level, that will not be there in technology, you know. Like, see, whatever high that you write is also from scratch only. But only thing is, depending on the requirements, say that you are developing an application or you are working in real time. So, extension of what we do here in the class only will be there. Okay. So, that is there. So, to whatever extent that we can do in the class environment, no, I will try. Okay.
okay.
But other than that, you know, like I'll be giving most of the concepts that will be useful for you in your development environment for sure, and learning purpose also. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Any more to ask? Any of you? Okay, then we'll wrap up here and continue tomorrow, same time. Okay. Bye.
Thank you.